No, we got patch notes. Why don't we, before this patch goes live, take a look at what is coming in Star Citizen Alpha 4.6, a final preview. I put out a video, but I'm sure there's a couple other things that I missed. Skimming through it, first is the Clearing the Air aid missions. We know about these. A new event that actually encourages group gameplay. The points are shared between everybody, so this one I think you should try and team up with your friends to do. Most important thing about this is, while it is a time-limited event, it is not short. This event's going to go until March, so don't bust yourself over the course of 2 weeks trying to do everything right away. Take your time, play the game like you normally would. When you want to do a regular transport mission, just do it for this event. When you want to do an FPS mission, just do one of these. But like, I wouldn't grind these every hour of the day just to unlock the rewards. Next up, we've got the Kelto ship supply kiosks. This is just like, it's your gas station, basically. It's like your Wawa gas station at the spaceports. It's got all the stuff you need, fuses, little components and stuff, probably a repair tool and things. Mostly just a convenience store. I think this is best at Loreville because all the other places, I believe, had stuff for you. We've also got LAMP. This is light amplification, night vision. We've been asking for it for a while. They have been getting questioned on it regularly on Star Citizen Live for like the last 7 years. It's only coming in certain ships. So they've got a lot of smaller ships. The Intrepid, the Nomad, Mustang series, Defender, Sabres, Gladius, Eclipse, Hawk, 85X, 300 series, X1 series, Salvation, Pisces series, the Scythe, the Santok Yai, the Prowler, the Scorpius, the Glaive. There are a lot of ships in here. The Cutlass series is a good pickup. A lot of ships, but still plenty that are missing. So we'll see how quickly they start getting this updated, but this is the first version of night vision. It's enabled by using right Alt plus L. Engineering and ship armor gameplay updates. Engineering is introducing a repair threshold percentage for when repairing ship items. That is 10%. Instead of items functioning instantly during repair, this threshold must be reached before functionality. Okay, that's basically so you can't just sit there and repair the items so it works constantly. They've improved the temperature widget behavior when transitioning between extreme temperatures. Aurora series update. We got the gold series update on the Aurora Mark 1, because now they're going to add a Mark 2. I'm still waiting to see if this is going to be a starter package again, because it should be a $45 game package. And if it's not, the absolute worst thing would be for them to not add it back as a $45, but then to make a game package out of the Mark 2 Aurora that is at like $60 or something. So I'm hopeful they do the right thing here, but until the patch goes live, we won't know. Oh, I guess the patch is live. Don't see it on here though. We'll come back and see. Continuing on, ground vehicle missile changes. Missiles used for ground vehicles have been split off into their own versions for proper balance. This will include changes to minimum and maximum ranges, lock times, and substantial increases to damage. I'm not a huge fan of that because I think all missiles should be the same, but I understand if they have to do that for balance, because they probably do need to make missiles on the ground a little more dangerous. Additional ship updates. There's just some balance on different ships. We won't spend too much time on those. Core tech on the audio front. They did some VR updates, so virtual reality is a new feature that came with 4.5 kind of out of nowhere. They are consistently keeping on top of the updates, and can confirm the devs who are covering it are incredibly involved. Sylvan and Yogi have been active, I would say, definitely every week since the feature dropped. Almost every day. Like, look at the name that keeps popping up in here, right? Throughout this whole month, Sylvan has just been on top of answering people's questions and giving it support here. Obviously, Wikipedia and Niku are always active, giving out messages. Zach Priest, it's nice to see him there as well. Ben Perry. Yogi, as I said, was also keeping on top of things. But Sylvan has been 100% on the ball in making sure that virtual reality is moving consistently through development, and I think the rest of the company is kind of turning to pivot and support that. So good for them, and good for the tech. That is the majority of the patch. Small for a 4.6, big for a 4.5.1. I think in general this is a good showing for an update coming in January, number aside, but we'll have to see just how stability does. As of right now, obviously we're having trouble updating. Everyone's trying to do the same thing at once. It's going to be a few days before we understand how stability is really going, and a few weeks to see how long-term the persistence works. But in general, the main things here are the new event, which has some pretty nice rewards. New skins for ships, weapons, armor, tractor beam, medical tool, and the fabrication tool that you can use to craft whenever that does come out will be applied to your account permanently if you do reach the rewards for this. So worth checking out. The night vision obviously is a good call out. I think the virtual reality edition is probably a pretty solid one. And then they didn't include the mining and salvage missions here. I'm guessing because they didn't put the whole series in, but at least the introductions are in right now. And you can start them in 4.6. At least that's what I saw in the last PTU patch. I hope that they're coming in pretty quickly. So I would say if you didn't have the mining and salvage missions to choose from, the patch just doesn't really feel too big. But I do think those missions for me put it over the line as being at least a substantial update. Having some extra contracts, an extra feature, and some experimental stuff going on, in my opinion, is what they should be trying to do with every major patch this year. Now, there are plenty of bugs you guys can look at too, over 160 bugs, some of which came from the issue council, not all of which are the most important we need to get fixed. Arguably the most important though is the elevators in the EV stations, the QV stations, and I don't see that. Fixed freight elevators and inventory functionality at QV stations. We will have to confirm in game, but that's a big one that people were looking for, and hopefully it is good for live. We can start using those missions again.